Hey everybody, Matt Farler from DocuSign University here with another trainer tip for everyone. This one is about DocuSign web forms. Web forms can make the experience of signing complex agreements much more simple and streamlined for your recipients, reducing the time it takes and the risks involved in executing contract workflows. And you can send these web forms to multiple recipients for the same envelope directly to their inbox, just like a traditional envelope notification. Let me show you how it works. In this e-signature template, we need an applicant and a co-applicant to fill out a new account application, and then an internal approver here at Fonterra Bank will sign it. Now this is a complex and fairly intimidating looking application document, and I'm going to simplify and improve the experience for both the applicant and the co-applicant by having them fill out a web form before entering the agreement. When I create the web form and choose the new account application template, I am prompted to choose which recipients should engage with this template via web form. I will choose the two applicants since it's their experience that I'm looking to simplify. This creates a series of web form fields that are designated for each recipient that I can see separately by toggling the recipient drop-down field in the upper left. Now, if you've already created a web form and later you want to edit the recipients who engage with it, you can edit the web form, select the recipient drop-down field, and choose Manage Recipients at any time. So I have created the web form, and the fields that are mapped therein are fields that are also on my e-signature template, as normal. Now, one of the things that I can do to make the experience even simpler for my recipients is I can make some of their fields available or even required for the sender to fill out, here in the sender controls in the right-hand panel. Some of these fields I have made optional for the sender of the web form to fill in, if they know that information, and that will save the recipient's time. After all fields have been edited and the web form is ready to go, we'll click Activate. Now, traditionally, web forms and the templates that underlie them are made accessible via a system-generated URL, a hyperlink effectively that the first signer would click on and then be taken directly into the web form. But since we here at Fonterra Bank are working directly with our customers, we would like to send this web form to each of them directly using an email notification that is most commonly associated with signing a DocuSign envelope. So when it comes time to send this application to our clients, I can come into the web forms area of DocuSign, find the new account application, and click Use. Now, the first option that I'm presented with is to copy the URL and make this web form accessible that way. But instead, I'm going to click on the Send tab. I am prompted to fill out the name and email address of the placeholder roles on the e-signature template. After I do so, I click Next. I'm then presented with all of the fields that I made accessible to the sender back on the web form. I can fill out as many as are either required or that I know in order to simplify the experience for my signers, because they don't have to fill in this information on their own web form fields. And I can do this for as many fields as I have made accessible to me, the sender of the web form. When I have filled in all that I can, I'll choose Send Web Form in the upper right. At this point, the envelope is created and sent. At this point, an envelope is created and sent. It arrives in the first recipient's inbox in the form of a signing notification that you are all familiar with. However, when the signer clicks Review Documents, they are not brought into the PDF signing ceremony, but rather into my streamlined and straightforward web form. And some information is already filled in because it was filled in by the sender. first recipient fills out all the fields, and when they're done, all the information is transposed into the appropriate fields on our application, and all that's left for the applicant to do is sign. Then, the envelope is routed to the second recipient, who walks through the same experience. They click Review Documents, and they likewise are sent into a web form where they have their own fields to fill in. When the envelope is routed to the third recipient, remember this is an internal party who I did not select as a web form recipient. So they just get a normal envelope notification, and when they click Review Documents, they will be brought into the PDF signing ceremony, which is the more traditional option. By creating multiple recipient web forms that you send, rather than make available via hyperlink, you can ensure that every participant has exactly the experience that you want them to have. Simple, streamlined, and less prone to errors or risks. And remember, if you don't see the ability to add multiple recipients in your web form, talk to your account rep and ask them about advanced web forms to learn more. I'm Matt Farler from DocuSign University. Thank you all for watching.